Is this thing on? I've got something cool to show you. Hello, and have I got some exciting stuff to talk to you guys about. And today we're going to be doing our hands-on review of the Inboard M1 electric skateboard. Now this is going to be a little different than just a standard unboxing, and if you haven't seen an unboxing and you feel like seeing one, we posted one the other day. I'll link it down below in the description. But this is going to be our impressions after putting a ton of miles on this thing. We've only had the board a week, but this will tell you how fun it's been and how exciting. Between the two boards we've been riding, we've amassed over 150 miles on these boards. So we're averaging about 5 miles per charge, depending on how you're driving. We're going to get into that, and we've been charging up the batteries at least twice a day. So that's, you can do the math on there. We've had them 7 days, and it's amazing. So over 150 miles in a week on these boards, and we've just been very, very impressed. So we're going to give you the lowdown, gritty review of what we like, what we don't like, what we think we should change. But I will tell you, the end result is just, we're ecstatically happy. So starting with the Inboard M1, just released. And what makes this board very special is it actually has hub motors. So there are no ugly motors and belts and things like that hanging off this board. That has some practical use, and that also has a lot of performance benefits as well. Starting with the board itself, it's got huge 80mm wheels with a 78A rating for those of you who are into skateboarding. It just means that you're gonna have a really nice ride. You're gonna be able to go over rocks. We've literally run over just about everything you can think of, and nothing stops this board. I will warn you, thick sand will have you going for a little bit of a run, because you know, every skateboard hates thick sand. But other than that, rocks, sticks, twigs, bottles, you name it, we've run over it. One of the nice things about having hub wheels is also the fact that there's a lot of clearance. You have your standard truck clearance for a skateboard. You don't have a minimum clearance because of belt drives and things like that. Now, some of the advantages of the Inboard M1 specifically come down to some real simple things. One of them is that because there's less exposed hardware, this is a weather resistant board. So you can go through puddles, you don't have to worry. If there's a light rain and you get caught out, or the streets are still a little bit damp, the board's gonna handle it just fine. So you don't want to get stuck in the rain very long. There's some things that you just typically don't want to get wet on a skateboard anyway, like the bearings, but this one has bearings in the motors as well. So if for some reason you did get them wet, you want to do your standard procedure for drying out, cleaning, and re-lubing bearings. Very easy to do, and everything is modular on this board. So everything comes apart. The manta drives are all separate. They can be removed. This whole back section can be removed, so it's completely separate from the board. So if you did need any kind of service, or you need to replace something down the line, it's very easy and very modular to do. Now, talking about switching things easily, there are many electric boards on the market now. It's an exploding segment, and you're going to see a lot more boards come out. But Inboard took a lot of time and a lot of effort developing their M1. One of the things that is really game-changing, and I love that term and I hate it at the same time, but it's very true here, is that they made this so that you can have a swappable battery. There's an actual battery bay that comes right off, very easy, and your battery goes right in there. This is called a power shift battery, and it just goes right in, lays flat, locks down, and it's good to go. You can see that it acknowledges that it's paired by putting the lights on. Oh yeah, there's lights on this board. There is. What's neat about this battery, they spent a lot of money and a lot of time getting a certification so that you can take this on an airplane with you. So you're able to actually fly with this board, so you can take it wherever you travel and don't have to worry about calling an Uber, getting a taxi. You can just ride right from the airport to your destination. So the power shift battery is a 97 watt-hour battery, safe to fly. You actually can check your board in either at the gate or, you know, on the plane. Some planes might let you actually take it on. Ask the individual airline you're flying, obviously. Batteries can just come with you right in your backpack, your pocket, you name it. Very light, very easy, and rider swappable. There's going to be a lot of talk about batteries for other boards that they're going to call swappable. Whenever you have to use a tool to swap something, it's not swappable. You know, that's like saying, I have swappable tires on my car. I do, but it's going to take a lot of work to get them. This is so easy. You saw how I did it. I just lay it in, put it down, put the cover back on, twist, and it's back on. This board comes with headlights and taillights, so you're able to ride at night safely, and also not only can other people see you, but you're actually going to be able to see yourself, meaning you can see what's ahead of you. So with the swappable battery, the headlights and taillights, and the weather resistance along with the hub motors, you might be thinking that this board doesn't get any better, but it does. One of the cool things about a hub motor is that you can actually push skate the board. So range anxiety should have been taken care of with the swappable batteries. You can carry more than one battery with you, you can keep going and going. But if you do get caught out, that your batteries die, this is still a longboard at heart. Because there's no belt-driven gears, this board's very smooth, it rolls smoothly, and you can just make your way back just like you would with any other standard longboard. Riding through traffic, things like that, it's really nice on this board. It's got such a smooth feel, and one of the reasons for that, especially at speed, is this is a stiff deck. This is an inverted wood core. It's a poplar wood core decking material, so it doesn't have any flex. Now, going over bumps and like a sidewalk, you can definitely feel them. They transmit more through there. But the benefit really comes when you're going high speed. This board is smooth and stable. There's no bouncing, there's no flex, there's no mush in your turning input. So that's really how they wanted it designed. Because when you're longboarding at speed, it's a different setup than when you're just cruising around 3-4 miles an hour in a parking lot. Inboard has gone to great lengths to customize this board so that you're able to in turn customize it for your style of riding. So they give you 3 possible modes. Let's just call them beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Even if you're an experienced skateboarder, I would still tell you to start off on the first mode just to get used to how your body's going to react to the acceleration. The first mode only goes to 5 miles an hour and has the easiest acceleration curve. The second mode is going to bring you to 15 miles per hour, a little bit more aggressive braking and acceleration. And then of course you have your advanced mode, which is going to bring you up to 22 miles an hour and has the most aggressive, almost at 70% acceleration. Hub motors, again, don't accelerate so fast that you're going to have to really brace against that power. They're very smooth to roll on, and as you start accelerating, it just goes even smoother and smoother. Now there is a 4th mode coming out. I don't know what they'll call it. Insane mode, beast mode, rocket ship mode, maybe? That's going to bring you up to 24 miles per hour. Stay tuned for that. They'll be able to release these firmware updates. So those are some of the nice things about the modes that they have set. As far as braking is concerned, braking is something that's really cool because you can stop. That's important. But even better if you're getting energy back. Now, there's some really complex things going on under here, but what you need to know is that it has regenerative braking, and that the regenerative braking works even when you have full power. There are some boards on the market that when you're at full power, you don't actually have braking, and if you regenerate back to 100%, your braking goes away as well. Kind of sketch. They actually have a resistor here, so that the resistor can actually, transistor, resistor. Either way, it's this really cool magical thing that's inside the board that allows that excess power at 100% to just bleed off as heat. So you're always going to have regenerative braking, you're always going to have the best performance as far as acceleration and deceleration is concerned. So you're left probably asking yourself, is the Inboard M1 worth it? And the answer is yes. With all the features and all the accessories that the board comes with, it's well worth the $1,399 price tag. Even throw in an extra battery and you're still right at about the same price as some of the top competitors. And you're getting a board that's actually not only a last mile vehicle, but it's also a really fun rocket ship. The acceleration is smooth, it's very maintenance free, and it has features that just rival everything else on the market. That's it. That's our review of the Inboard M1 after having it for about 150 miles. And just putting a bunch of charges on it and enjoying the snot out of it. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. If you liked this video, smash that like button and leave a comment if you have any questions. So there's going to be like things here and maybe here, but yeah, click them, you know, like us. It makes me feel good. So I guess I'll just stay here until you touch one of these things. Yeah. It's kind of awkward. You're not going to touch it, huh? Just click it with a mouse or a touchpad. I think you can even do it on the mobile device you're looking at this from. Come on, seriously. Seriously, don't make me turn you off.